So as Daria mentioned, this module needs to be enabled and is enabled to each organization independently. So if you have a root organization and sub-organization, for each of the sub-organization, if you want to have the QR code there, it needs to be added individually. And assume that we have already this part done and Daria assigned you to this QR code, the organization you wanted. If you will go to the loggers page and then you will select one of the loggers that you are currently using, you will be able to go to the edit logger settings and you will see there use QR code. If you will click yes, a few no fields appear and you can select if the URL should be public or leave it in the not marked, not checked. You can select period time. This will if this will be selected to 6 hours. On the QR code, we will just present the last 6 hours of the measurement. If it will take 1 day, actually it will be 24 hours.
So that depends on the time that the product was transported, for instance, and we are
Yes.
we are only interested in this particular amount of time.
Yes, exactly. Similar for 3 days and 1 week. For example, for our example, I will take 3 days, and you can select which unit you want to display. We'll go with Celsius at the moment, and there is also a pin code. You can always change the default pin code that is generated. It's always randomly, so each logger will have an individual pin code, and we click save. After adding the QR code and saving, we should see an action, new action with the QR code icon on the action bar. Action column, sorry, and after clicking it, you will see the image. You can always copy the graphic and to place it in a document you will want to print or to share with. You will also have the link here below, and I will just show in a moment how what we will see after scanning this QR code with the phone. At the moment, you can also scan this together and with the mobile device, and you will be transferred to page that will look similar to this. And I didn't select the public for this QR code, so invite pin. Okay, it was 111. Sorry.
Sebastian is proposing to the 111. He remembered.
Yeah. Okay, so in this case, we have already we see the graph. We see the ID of the logger. We see the minimum and maximum temperature from the settings, the last recorded temperature, and we see the whole graph from the time that we selected to be displayed on the graph. Yeah, we have here also the information about the time when the last measurement was taken. If it will be higher than 24 hours, we will just inform you with the sign of bigger than 24 hours that the temperature is not from today. Yeah, and also with the icon next to the temperature, will be informing you if the temperature is at the moment corresponding to the given limit. In my case, it is above, so yeah, it's the red icon. If it will be everything okay, it will be green. So in this case, you can always see without making the full analysis of the graph if everything is okay or not at the moment. Below the graph, we have part of event, and we can choose from the few defined by us events that will be marked on the graph. For example, we will take let's say example where we have a truck and the truck is just going to the warehouse, and the driver is just starting the cooling down of the process, and he can enter over the QR code that is put on the truck, and he could create an event cooling by selecting the type of the event and create event. This event is already saved in our system. It will be visible in a few minutes also here on the graph. But when we will just jump to the view of the measurement for this logger, we will see that already it displays. Oh, here I have a problem because probably I click twice on the same time. Start and cooling of the system, and because of this we have already two events. Two events, two lines. When we will make this bigger, we will see that they are already in progress. And all events will be displayed on the details of the logger under the measurement graph in this way, with the dots and the small clouds informing you when it was taken and what was actually the name of the event. Going back to the logger itself, we can also see here. On this logger, I didn't select the link to be public. If we will select the public link, the one difference will be that after scanning the QR code, we will be able to already see the graph. And did it work? You will be able to see the graph, but without the event option to put it. And for this, you need to put the pin code to enable the event. Yeah, so this could be somehow protected if you want to make a option for the end client to read the graph without adding the events. Yeah, so you don't need to share.
Mentioned those two situations here when you want that total transparency with your clients and you want them to know. So you want everyone to know that you keep proper temperatures, but you don't want to know anyone else but the responsible person for deliveries, that during the delivery your transported goods were kept in a proper temperature. So that's for that. And the events, we actually were asked many times by you if you could create some events to know where exactly, when exactly did the journey of the product start, to take into consideration only those measurement points. So this is why we created those emails. Szymon, I have at this point two questions. One is from Danny. Sorry, I missed the part. QR code isn't online yet, is it? No, Danny, it is not online. It is something that is a plus, and it is something that is applied to a certain particular project. So you can test it, and I can enable that for you for 1 month. So you can test it with your clients and see if they are interested for that. Otherwise, it's not online yet, but you can let me know later via email and I will make it happen for you. Then there is Stefan is asking, can reading a QR code trigger the sending of a temperature report by email? Do you think it's possible? Because for now, it certainly is not like that.
To be honest, it could be tricky, as only the reading without any, let's say, special action could be too often. Yeah. For example, if you will just try to read the QR code, you will just exit the page, and after a few minutes, you will read again the QR code, and you will generate 2 reports, I think that this will be
that could be tiresome for the platform, for the database,
not for
and
the
for you.
for the end client, because we need to have the information to who sent actually the report.
Do you think, Stefan, that something like an option or an option button or something like this would be applicable here? Would be important to this kind of application? Let us know. Yes, for truck drivers. For truck drivers, it would be.
If we could always generate additional option under the.
Would the button work? Like an additional button in the application that they could actually click and get the report then when they read, but they could choose at the same time if they want to read, if they want to receive the report or not. So it would be like it won't be by default, but it would be like an option. So let us know if a button like this would work. Maybe it would be it would leave them a choice not to be bombarded by the reports. So here we could leave it. And Michelle, if I understand correctly, the TDL is in the packaging and the QR code is outside the box. We can read the QR code and having details. Yes, that's the main that's the main goal for sure. For people who have like containers or boxes, they don't need to open the box to read the temperatures in this case.
Of course, we assume that the truck driver had a hub on the truck itself, and on the end phone there was the hub. Because
so if they have any data,
we need to have the data.
Exactly. So if we have the data, exactly. So Michelle is saying that is great. I hope it's understood. Stefan, we are waiting for the button feedback. Now, otherwise, do you have guys any questions? Because what is important is that 2 applications, so the QR code and the platform, they work in parallel. So it means that if you create an event, the person sitting in an office far away, but having access to the platform can already see the events created. So you can have all the people that have access to the platform to see all the different changes that you make or someone makes using the QR code functionality. So it all uses bluConsole and the database that we have. So all is linked. So as I said, I will be waiting for you guys to send to me the feedback and to send to me your willingness to test this functionality. So if you want to test it, just let me know.